just had our first Universus event, and I actually ended up winning it. Make sure you guys smash the like and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more off kind of now something a little bit different than a Yu-Gi-Oh video out here. But I got the chance to play some Universus finally. I gotta tell you, for as many videos as we make on this, this game being the successor to UFS, I've seen this game throughout time and space, and I finally got a chance to sit down. I picked this deck up, had to make a couple changes to it before the event, but I've had no real chance to build something. And obviously net decking is going to be the easiest course to learn, at least in this game, what you need to do. So yeah, let's start things off here. So we are playing this decrepit old thing. This is going to be our leader. Yes, it is the Smiling Titan. This thing has 6 hand, 31 health, and it comes with an increasingly broken ability. I can basically, while this card is at rest, I can give my attack a, either speed or damage equal to the attack's printed difficulty -4. So some of these you're getting 4 speed, which is going to make it really hard for your opponent to guard. And the whole point of this was, before its errata, it was +4 damage, +4 speed. So you just make your attacks like 13 speed and like 13 damage, and 2 attacks your opponent's basically pummeled into the ground. No, now you have to choose which of them you are going to be doing. But I mean, if your opponent has no hand anyway, you're just going to be getting the chance to do the thing. So yeah, this card is incredibly broken. Thank you, AOT, for giving us some good stuff. So that is our leader. So we are playing some big drop foundations. You want big checks. That's the reason why you are playing bigger ones here. Now this is a 0 cost on a 6, and it does nothing. All right, we're playing vanilla cards out here to start things off. We are also playing 4 of the little Yusuke, little birdie. Basically, if you block with this, you build it committed, which is really good because you get a free card with this and then put it onto your field as build if you need to use this to defend, which is actually pretty good. All right, gotta love free resource management. All right, some of these I didn't actually get the chance to draw today. So this is going to give you the ability to give an attack -2 speed, and then if my character's committed, which I always want this to be at rest, we'll be able to give something -3 speed, which means it's going to be easier to block. This is by far, I think, probably one of the better foundations that we have going for us. We are also playing triple copies of this. Flip, after you completely block an attack, it deals no damage. So this means that, we have those pesky cards out there that after an attack is blocked, you're still going to take, half damage. No, this does not force you to take damage. It's actually pretty, I'm going to say this again, it's actually pretty good. All right, we have this foundation. This is going to be a 5 checker here. But this also says enhance a backup in your stage loses 2 stamina, blah, blah, blah. Deadlock form, a rival check loses 3 stamina. Okay, wow. It's actually pretty good. I didn't think I drew this. I'll tell you what I did draw, though. This thing, this card was so good. Like, you play an attack, you flip this over, you rest this to pay the cost for the card, and then you literally get to flip this over and draw a card. Like, what? This was actually some very insane value. I actually, super good. This card actually is pretty broken too. Hey, remember that card I showed you at the beginning that has victory written on it? So basically, when you are passing a check, if your character is committed, you're going to get +2 on it, which is very, very, very good. You want to make sure that because you want this, like I said, at rest to use the ability, this is going to help you pass those checks to make sure that your attacks are going to get all that big value. We're playing 2 copies of this. What did this thing do? It was enhance. Oh, the attack with a printed difficulty of 5 or less gets -3 speed. So this helps you power down like super low attacks, so you can actually keep up with them to guard easier. don't want to lose to those random big numbers. This thing was actually pretty cool. So this has unique. So after you play this card, remove one card from your rival's discard pile. Alright, so that's response. But then we sacrifice this, spend a momentum, and we get to draw 2 cards with this. Now, because it does have unique, we don't get the ability to have more than one of these up and running. This build only plays 1, which was also pretty decent. This came up, actually. So this has a ability, response. It allows you to blank a keyword, or after an attack is played, it loses all non-keyword abilities. Which is actually pretty good. I thought this card was kind of bad when I first started the day, but no, it actually came up quite a lot. What else do we have in here? Oh, now we're at the 3-cost foundation. So, this is going to be the Deadly Research, and after you check to play backup or a shift attack, that check gets +2. So you remember that other foundation we talked about, this one that also gets the +2 to make sure that you can resolve. Pretty good. When we get into the attacks here, you'll see what I'm talking about with the insanity. We also play 1 copy of this. This is going to be our Uplifting Bomb. Once per turn, after you play an attack, you gain 1 health, and if the attack deals damage, it does not count towards your progressive difficulty. So that means that your next attack will basically not get the +1, and you'll be able to do your thing. I want to play more of these. I think that this card is probably... This card was an MVP. So basically, we can enhance with this, and then flip. So this goes face down. You discard 2, draw 2. And then if I discard a Titan card this way, I can draw a card. This card came in very clutch for finding resources. So that's our foundations. That's how we build success. This is the most broken card in my deck. I learned this, and yeah, I know, it's very blobby for the printing. So this is called the Ravages of War. So this is an 8/8/8 with a check of 4. So when this thing comes down, I get the Blitz, which forces my rival to discard a card, sacrifice a foundation, and they have to spend a momentum. And then after you block with this card, if you have 6 or fewer foundations, your rival discards 1 card and you draw a card, which is insane. I never want to guard with this card. You want this card to be there to be your attack, to just burn them out. Like, you control your opponent with that card. It's actually nuts. This forces foundations to go face down from your opponent at the cost of some of yours. It's also a 9 with 7/7, which is also incredibly good. Also, I mean, I think you can give this to, what is it? If your opponent has 10 or more foundations, card gets difficulty -2. Yeah, that's all it does. But you're punching super hard. Remember, you know, with this thing here, this is +5/+5. Thank you. On either stat, which is pretty cool. The Beast Titans Roar. This card was actually pretty cool. This basically gives me, what is it? After this attack deals damage, I mill the top cards in my deck. X equals the damage, and then if a Titan backup was milled this way, if a Shift Titan attack was milled this way, build it transform. So that just gives me the ability to mill one of my double-sided cards to do the thing, which we'll get into those here in a second. So we have 2 of these. This didn't really come up all that much. I only played 2 of these. I think I blocked with this once, which, I mean, has stun. I think it was the main thing I cared about with this. We have this creature. I believe this is one of my... this has Blitz and Shift. So, basically what ends up happening here is during the end phase, I take this out of the sleeve, and I turn it over like this, and I have this this new character in play. This character forces my opponent to attack it instead of attacking me 1 time, basically. Unless, you know, it doesn't die, which I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Now, we also have 2 copies of this. This card was also incredibly good. I can tell you, getting way more damage on this was actually really, really nuts. I liked this a lot. We also had 2 copies of these. These are just vanilla big damage swings. And then we have one female Titan. This, what, got us to draw a card. And then we shift over here. This loses some stamina. Let's just mill, or we can lose stamina for a speed modification, which, I mean, was pretty cool. And then we didn't actually get to use this at all to block. I really liked this, the Armor Titan. Your flip side is lose 2 stamina, stack is -2 damage, or lose 4 stamina, and then ruin 1. But, I mean, this was a big powerhouse for blocking, which was kind of cool. And then we had 1 copy of the box of Friends. This card's really nuts. Being able to reset values against the king was really good. And then the maneuverability gear, which never came up. It was just kind of a bit more win more. But my first event was actually a lot of fun. I actually had a blast. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.